What's up, fam? It is Weigh Day Wednesday. I have been waiting to weigh in with you guys. Now, I had to weigh in this morning though because I had an appointment. I had a Zoom appointment with the nutritionist. That is the plus with having Mochi Health, okay? Yes, you're going to pay for two separate things. You're going to pay for the consultation, you're paying for access to the healthcare provider as well as the nutritionist. And you get, I think it's 3 months of that. So you're paying for that, and then you're paying for your medication. Is it costly? It is costly. But is it important, especially in the beginning? Yes, it is. Because it's one thing to watch other people's videos and hear their stories and get tips and ideas and stuff for what you should do, but it's another to actually have a professional be able to tell you, listen to you and tell you what you should be doing if you're in the right neighborhood, going in the right direction, or if you need to come on back, you're doing a little too much and you're not doing enough. So I had my conversation with the nutritionist, and she gave me some great ideas for other ways I can add protein, because I've been adding protein as much as I can. I talked to her about the fact that I still have some of the food noise that a lot of people talk about. It's not often, but I do still have it. And so she told me I can send a message to the physician and let her know. That way, when I am reordering, they can maybe either up the dose just a little bit or whatever. The nutritionist asks what your goals are. And for those of you who don't know, my main goal, like I told her, is sure, I want to lose weight, but the main goal is I want to get off of the blood pressure medication, I want to get off of the cholesterol medication, and I want to feel better. So I was pre-diabetic for a while, but in denial. Get what I'm saying? So if somebody would say, are you pre-diabetic? I would go, no, even though I knew. I had that conversation with my doctor a whole year ago, and I didn't get myself on track when she told me about it. So I'm pre-diabetic. I also have high cholesterol, high triglycerides. They have come down since before this whole GLP-1, but they were high. And I've had high blood pressure for years. Now, I had recently gotten my blood pressure under control because just about 2 months ago, I had to go to the emergency room. They put me in the hospital, and they ran all types of tests to make sure I didn't have any heart failure or anything like that. So I'm good in that area. I just need to control the medicine. I had ran out, and then they also upped the dose, and they added a different medication and took one away, one that worked better. So ever since they did that, added that losartan to it, my blood pressure has been holding steady, and it's been great. It's like 123/77. When I tell you, I had triple digits at the top for the systolic and triple digits at the bottom for the diastolic. So my blood pressure is better, and I want to keep it that way, but I also want to get off that medication. So that's a great reason for me to get on the GLP, in my opinion, and help me be able to get a healthier lifestyle. I had already started changing up my lifestyle when it comes to how I'm eating. I lost 10 pounds plus. Before starting the GLP-1. I wanted to know that I could do it, but then I got in that stagnant area where I couldn't get over. I got down to 184. I was 194 when I started personally without the GLP-1, and then with walking and changing my diet and portioning the food and all that stuff and trying to cut some of the stress out, not worry about stuff that I can't control, because you hold on to fat when you do that. I did get down to 184, but I could not get past it. One time I got past it. I got down to 182. That lasted one day, and then went right back up to 184. So when I started GLP-1 last week, so this is my first week, you guys. First week of GLP-1, Tirzepatide, and the compound. And so the first week, when I first took the shot, I immediately felt it the next day. As far as feeling it, I mean, I didn't feel as hungry. I didn't feel any side effects or anything like that. God, thank you, Jesus. I didn't feel any of those side effects. But one time, maybe twice, I had like a headache or something like that. But I am noticing, though, that I am experiencing some food noise and stuff like that. So it's not as suppressed as I would like for it to be. And I do know that I did have some weight loss before I even weighed myself today for the nutritionist. But we are about to head into the bathroom and get our weight today for Weigh Day Wednesday. So every Wednesday, because I started on a Wednesday, that is when I'm going to do my shot. So I'm going to do my shot today with you guys, and I am going to weigh in. So it's a good Wednesday. We're going to get over that hump, right? We are going to get over that hump. Y'all, I'm enjoying feeling how I feel. I feel lighter. I feel, not say I have more energy, because I did experience some fatigue like twice. And when I say fatigue, I mean like I had to come home and lay down. I didn't necessarily fall asleep, but I needed to lay down. So you can experience fatigue with it, so I'm seeing. And everyone's results are not going to be the same. Everyone's experience is not going to be the same. So I hope that you join me. Sorry, that's my daughter. I hope that you join me on this journey that I am on for a healthier life and also weight loss as well. That is the cherry on top, to get back to how I felt like 20 years ago. I ain't gonna be young, but I would at least be, feeling better in my body. So let's go get this shot done. Let's go get weighed in, and I'll be back. That you're taking back your life and that you are making yourself important, because we put everybody up here. Of course, we got God up there. That's number one. But we have our spouses or our significant others. We have our children, our grandchildren. And where do we fit in? When do you find yourself? And then when you do find yourself, you find yourself not how you started. And that's me. I am not how I started, but my life is still going, and I am still learning, and I will find that feeling that I'm looking for, and I'm starting to feel it now. I'm actually starting to see it, not really say in my body, but in my face. I definitely can see it, and I see it on the scale. So let's go get this weigh day done. Okay, guys, so these are the needles that I use right here, so you can see. I'm recording on 2 different devices. So this is my needle. My hands are already been washed. This is my vial. You have to keep this in the refrigerator. I have my bodega cooler in my room where I keep my water, my protein drinks, and also my Tirzepatide. I take 0.31. Mine say to inject 0.31 mLs weekly. So that's what I'm about to do. And that is more than the 2.5. So we're gonna just wipe off where you're gonna put the needle. Shake it up, shake it up. I'm gonna pull it back some. That way I can put air in it before I take it. So I'm gonna just stick it in the middle, like so. Push that air in. Tilt the bottle up. And I'm going to pull down to the 3.1, which is more than the 2.5, but I'm still having food noise. So make sure that that's right. There we go. Take it out. Try not to bend your needle. I have a short needle. Okay, so now I'm gonna clean the area again now that I got it down where I'm gonna put the needle so I don't bend the needle. You wanna be up from your belly button here. Now you don't have to just do this in your stomach. You can do this in your arm. You can do this in your thigh, but I choose the stomach because it's there. It's very big and it's there. Okay. So this is only my second shot, so I'm not as brave with sticking myself, but I'm gonna do it. I'll let it sit for a minute, a second, and slowly inject it. Ooh, I didn't feel it the last time, but I feel it this time. Take it out. Wow, I felt that time. Like not so much the stick, but the medicine going in. I did not feel that the last time. So that's done, y'all. And it's time for weight day. So let's get this weigh done. We did shot day and now we are doing the weigh part of it. And I dispose of these in a, I have a water bottle and I just put it in a water bottle. So, y'all ready? Y'all ready for the weigh day? Okay, so you're not gonna see my full body because I weigh with no clothes and nobody wants to see that right now. Nobody wants to see that ever. Anyway, so this is week 2 weigh in. Oh yeah. 179.2. I was 179.2. Okay. Awesome. 179.2. So I have lost, I was 184 when I started. I've lost 5 pounds. I have lost 5 pounds since last week. So first week I lost 5 pounds. I'm gonna have to make sure I write that down. So now that I have gotten the shot day done, I've got the weigh day done, and I have lost 5 pounds. I do understand that this is just probably water weight that I'm losing the first week, according to the nutritionist that I just spoke to. But that true weight loss is going to start happening now. It's like taking the training wheels off. So she said expect that weight loss is going to happen, but it should be 1 to 2 pounds a week. Try, because you don't want to lose too fast and then have extra skin. Although I already know I'm going to have extra skin because that's just a part of it. When you fat, when you big and you losing weight, you're going to have some extra skin no matter if you lose it fast or slow, in my opinion. So I'm definitely walking every day, except for 2, and I have to get the strength training in. So I knew that, and she agreed that I need to start with the strength training. So I'm going to do some weights here that I can do, but then I'm also going to end up having to get a gym membership that I didn't want to have to get, but I have to get it because I need to tighten the core so everything will go the way I need it to go. And thank y'all for being here and joining me for Weigh Day and Shot Day Wednesday. I will see you with Weigh Day and Shot Day Wednesday next Wednesday. But watch my other channels. Yeah, watch my other channels, but also watch over here for more videos that I'm doing about the GLP and adding protein and all those things. So I look forward to seeing you, because hey, I am a woman that's over 50. I am 55 years old, and I'm on this weight loss journey, but I'm also on this health journey as well. So this is about being here for my children, my husband, and my grandchildren. And yeah, y'all. So I'll see y'all in the next video. Thanks for being here. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, comment, and share the video out if you feel like you want to share the video out. If you have comments, like questions or anything like that I can help you with, then yeah, that's fine. But look, I just started. This is just week 2 for me. But I have been researching a lot on it, especially before, but especially now. So there are side effects that come along with doing any kind of GLP-1 component or Ozempic or anything like that. But the Tirzepatide has less side effects, in my opinion. The most I've seen people talk about is nausea and headaches. Haven't had the nausea yet. Hope I don't. However, I have had a few headaches. They haven't been severe. And once I take in some electrolytes, I'm good. So also with we could talk about if you have questions about electrolytes, how much you should take and all that stuff, we can talk about that later in another video. But just leave the comments down below if you have any questions. That way I can try to do a video that addresses any questions that you may have. Please be mindful in the comments. Don't be disrespectful or anything like that. It's okay to disagree with someone taking a GLP-1 component or Ozempic or whatever it is. Just be respectful of it. We are all individuals. We all have our own journey that we're on. We all have things that we feel that will work for us that may not work for others. So also in addressing some of the comments that I get, very supportive, even some of the ones who don't agree with taking the GLP, I can appreciate constructive criticism, because everybody's entitled to their opinion. And I'm not here to change anybody's mind about a GLP-1. This is just my journey that I'm sharing with you guys. Everybody has to walk a different walk, because at the end of the day, when our life is over, we only have one person that we have to answer to, and it is to God, in my opinion, if you believe in God. So I have done research before I started taking the GLP-1, because before I started doing research, I was that person. I didn't go in anybody's comments on their videos and say, don't take this, it has these side effects. That's not my position. But once I started doing research on it, there are a lot of them out there, in my opinion, that I would not ever take. So when I say I'm never taking that, I'm never taking that. And that's why it took me so long to decide whether I would do this or not. And then once I found the Tirzepatide component of GLP-1, I knew that was the one, because it had less side effects. And I wish people would understand that side effects come with every medication that you take, not just these GLP-1s. It come with taking Tylenol, Advil, Motrin, anything like that. There was a woman that took ibuprofen, and she was allergic to one of the ingredients inside of the ibuprofen, and her skin started to peel. She ended up in the hospital. So there are so many side effects that are even worse than the ones that a lot of people say that come with the GLP-1s. So we all need to be researching any type of medication that we place in our bodies. And that goes with the food too nowadays, because I just did a whole recall on shrimp sold at Walmart and Sam's Club that's radioactive ingredient in it. So with that, note that I have done research before I even started doing this. I'm continuing to research, because things do change. And if things change in the research, so shall I. But until then, this is definitely going to help me with my goal of getting healthier, losing weight, of course, but definitely, hopefully, getting off of some of these medications that I am on. Now, in some of the research that I did find, because I have an autoimmune disease, right? I have lupus and fibromyalgia. I also have arthritis. So when you have something that's already attacking your body, you need to know what's going into it when it comes to medication. And you need to know how that can affect what's already happening with your body anyway. So if you are a person who has any of those, you need to be talking to your doctor, okay? I got approval from my doctor. It took me longer to get my medication because my doctor took a long time to approve it. Like, I started trying to get it at the end of July, like the 27th. I'm just now starting the medication because I got the approval. One of the things with the side effects, if you have an autoimmune deficiency, it could cause pancreatitis. It's rare, but it could cause it. But just like I said, any medication that you take can cause pancreatitis, can cause other things to happen within your body. So it's a risk with everything that we are taking, for sure. So no one is safe. If you've ever taken any pain medication, there are risks with that. It could affect your kidneys, etc. So that being said, I just want to let you guys know that is one of the side effects that I am focused on, that my doctors are focused on. I have a heart doctor, and I have my primary, of course. So, and then with the Mochi Health, I have the physician that's, talking to me and helping me through this, as well as the nutritionist. Now, I have that for 3 months. I don't know if I'm going to keep that because I already have some doctors, but I wanted to at least start with that than to start with nothing. But much like I say on my other channel, Tommy Bites TV Homestead, we cannot live in fear. If you have faith, you cannot live in fear. The two cannot exist together. Whatever's going to be, it's going to be. But you have to have faith that things are going to work out. That is the mindset you're going to need. And you're going to need to change your mindset when it comes to being on any kind of weight loss medication or whatever you're doing to lose weight. You're going to have to change a lot. Your mindset is key to that. And how you do things now will last you even down the road when you reach your goal. And I pray that you reach your goal. However you choose to lose your weight, I hope that you reach the goal weight. And I know that you will. So that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate you being here.
Might as well say, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor?
Got stuck, you were looking for clues, but that just made you more confused. You just need to see how lovely, how lovely, how lovely it is for you. Got stuck, you were looking for clues, but that just made you more confused. You just need to see how lovely, how lovely, how lovely it is for you. The waiting's done and you find your home right here. The light goes off and it clicks, you figure out. You put it off, yeah you did. Life didn't fall apart with it. Couldn't miss what was intended. Let the fears fly away, ride it out like a wave. Call it in on your favors, call them in. Let the fears fly away, ride it out like a wave. Allow yourself some grace, you can have it. Just like the wind, just let it pass through. Just let it pass through.
It's really pretty from here. Just ain't no sun clearing.
Just like the wind, just let it pass through.
This is a small, 2-day vacation. Not really a vacation, but we're at the beach because my son goes to school down here. We're in Myrtle Beach right now. He's not with us though. He's packing up his apartment. But I wanted to come on and say thank y'all so much for supporting the channel, all of the channels that I
And
have.
now you reap all the benefits. Ooh. Let the fears fly away, ride it out like a wave. Calling in all your favors.